documents must be saved. They will be a blueprint for the future generations of our people. Lost! Forever lost! Posterity will never know! This is a catastrophe! A total catastrophe!
British economy is in trouble. That's always good for a small frisson of pleasure.
Yes, we want to run a piece on the Karen 2. It's Goering's yacht, moored in Bonn. A waterlogged wreck.
Decaying dreams of the Reich. We haven't done that for a while. Good. Put Heidemann on to it.
Henry, you know how I feel about Heidemann.
Oh, not all of this again.
Well, I'm sorry, but the man's... Well, there's something askew, politically and in other ways.
Look, Peter, he's been with me almost from the start. He's worked his way from kitsch to awards. He's a great photographer, a thorough journalist.
Well, he's more than thorough. He's compulsive, obsessive. We call him the Bloodhound.
What better name for a reporter? Send him to Bonn tomorrow.
Shit assignment. I've done the Nazis, man. Auschwitz, war crimes. That was the 50s. I want the 60s back again.
Oh, you need a woman.
Hey, man, I'm not suffering from sexual frustration. I'm suffering from angst, heat pain.
Hey, women find angst extremely attractive.
You don't know what I'm going through.
That's why you need a woman. Hey, Marlena has a friend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, stunning. Blonde, tall, well, not exactly tall, statuesque.
What is she, another stewardess?
Trust me, man. This is Congo Randy talking, yeah? Yeah. Gina may fly in a plane and not on a horse, but she's a genuine Valkyrie.
I call these conversations under fire.
It's just like being there. Where is it?
The Congo. Golden days.
When you've had enough, just say so. Don't be polite.
I haven't had enough.
He wore down 2 wives. He's demonic. Isn't he?
He, sometimes gets carried away.
In other words, he's office rocker.
There are enough sane men in the world.
And letting him loose on Goering's yacht is a huge mistake.
Which one was Goering?
He ran the Air Force.
Oh, yes. Sounds like something Goer can really get his teeth into.
Montgomery presented her to the royal family during the occupation. She was part of the British Rhine flotilla until 1960, when the Queen returned her to Goering's widow, Emmy.
Why?
Some bizarre British notion of noblesse oblige. Then Emmy needed to sell her. The daughter was furious, I believe.
I thought it would make a shrewd investment, but I don't have time to look after her. Poor thing. She needs a loving master.
Her body rotting and waterlogged, the Karen II is very nearly a ghost ship. But if you shut your eyes and concentrate, you can put yourself in touch with a mix of condottiere and sybarite that was Hermann Goering.
It's extremely interesting. What's a sybarite?
That's someone who lives for pleasure.
Right. And what's a condottiere?
Condottiere. It's a professional military man, the 18th century.
Wow. It's very, very interesting. I wish there were more photographs.
There are. She's completely taken me over.
I can sense that.
I think I will buy her. She's not cheap. 180,000 marks. I'll have to mortgage this place. But I must possess her.
Do you know a lot about boats?
Not a thing.
Gerd, is this wise?
Oh, wise doesn't come into it. I have to buy the Karen II. There's no choice. Do you understand?
Gerd, I want to hear a war.
What about a bazooka attack and a chopper rescue in Beirut? Dear Gina, it is a wonderful sight. These master craftsmen, like great surgeons, working all hours in all weathers, burning and blasting away the decay of years. Of course, the operations are hugely expensive. I've emptied my savings and must mortgage the bungalow. My bank manager said, Gerd, you are so shrewd. You'll make a great profit from the Karen II. But you know, my darling, profit does not come into it. This is about restoring the magnificent creature to full health and beauty. Well, now that she's seaworthy, I'll have to refurbish her.
You can't refurbish her. You're broke.
Yeah. Yes, that makes the problem a lot more interesting.
Gerd.
Morning, Peter.
Nice to have you in the building for a change.
Oh, thank you, Peter.
Look, I want you to go to New York next week.
I can't. I'm going to Munich.
Yeah, well, forget about Munich, okay? It's for the bicentennial issue. Is America proud of itself again? That sort of thing.
I'm working on something else.
Would you mind telling me who that might be?
Sure. Follow up to my Carrying 2 piece.
Oh, jeez. I mean, you've written everything there is to be written about that goddamn boat.
I don't think I have. Why didn't you send Schmidt? He loves New York. Bye, Peter.
You're lucky that Nannon still supports you. But one day the scales are going to fall from his eyes.
May I keep these?
Oh, yes, I brought them for you.
I feel you love the boat. You photographed her with love.
She has an unmistakable aura, yes.
I felt that when I read your article. You know, as a rule, I never read Stern. Much too opportunistic for me. Much too radical chic. But you wrote with sympathy, perhaps?
I try to see all sides.
Please, move a little closer. Of course, I was very young when my father chose to depart this earth. But he's still part of me. He wrote once to my mother, "The people want to love, and the Fuhrer was often too far from them, so they clung to me." There's a photograph of him during the trial at Nuremberg. Emaciated, and yet you can see the expression on his face. He's pleased in some way. Pleased that he had been given the #1 position in the dock. A kind of recognition at last of his place in history. You're very kind, Mr. Heidman. I would like to take you to my warehouse. I have nearly all the furnishings from the yacht in storage in mint condition.
I'd be honored.
Gerd? Will you dine with me tonight?
Yes, certainly.
Do you like game?
Oh, yes. All game. I devour it. She gave me everything.
Apparently. You liked her?
Obviously. She had interesting things to say. Here. She was very useful.
But did you like her?
She was very sad. Very grand, but very vulnerable. You'll see tonight.
I will?
Yeah, we're meeting here for drinks. She wants to show these guys what I've done to the yacht. Just 2 guys. From the old days.
Gerd, stop rushing me.
Those stupid shoes. friend, Gina.
I've heard so much about you.
Me too. You.
Good. Gina, may I present Carl Wolf? And Wilhelm Monk.
Wilhelm. Nice, Gina. Well, shall we go?
Yes.
Munke was the last commander of the German garrison. Wolf was Himmler's liaison officer with Hitler. Himmler called him Wolfchen. They say he sent 300,000 Jews to Treblinka.
It's exactly the same. My God! It is exactly the same. Even the portrait.
One of the best, I think. Yes, Wolfchen?
Oh, I remember. No, you can shut me up. Being here releases too many memories.
Of course it does, Wolfchen. And you must share them with us. I may call you Wolfchen, may I?
Yes. You see, the Fuhrer was always trying to get Hermann to stop smoking. As a monument, one cannot be betrayed with a cigar in one's mouth.
That's very true.
Himmler watch. He actually boasted about that.
Yeah. Well, he's proud of his record. Quite unrepentant. I have to admit there's something rather charming about the old man. Now, they can't stay away. Being here seems to unblock their memories.
It's an extraordinary environment.
That's why they'll talk.
Who?
The keepers of the flame. The retinue that surrounded Hitler. Now, they'll flock here. Monk, Wolf. They'll spread the word through the network. Edda as well, about the Karen too. And with the champagne, the caviar, the artifacts, the atmosphere, they'll talk, and I'll get it all down on tape.
They could do a series of articles.
Henry, this is a book.
Koch would never stand for it.
Screw Koch. Henry, you are stern. Look, I'm really onto something. I know what people say about me, that I can get out of control. I'm the bloodhound. Yes, I am. And I'm on the scent of something really pretty tremendous. Too. The advance is fantastic.
Won't that man Koch try to block it?
He can't. This is a 9th floor operation with Brunner and Jahr, our parent company. Koch simply doesn't come into it. Nothing can stop me. What's wrong?
I have to adjust. Obviously, we'll be spending a great deal of time with these flame people.
Just think of it as a history lesson. You'll learn a lot of things your generation was never taught.
And Edda Goring, is she a history lesson as well?
Oh, please, darling, feel secure. Edda's only a pawn in the game. You are a Valkyrie with psychic powers.
No good. I'm just a stewardess.
You have courage and ESP. When I told you about the Karen II, you never laughed. You knew it was the start of the most important voyage either one of us will ever take.
To deckboard conversations.
Of course I believe Mengele and Borman are definitely alive. Well,
the carving polished like a mirror right to the end.
You know, he got great pleasure from receiving Axeman and the Hitler Youth.
He always said, let me have men about me who are arid names.
To say Bolshevism is Christianity's illegitimate child. Both are inventions of the Jew.
With the Fuhrer every night. He always had opinions about everything.
Morning, Gerd. Glad to be back.
Well, at least the sun's shining in Hamburg.
Is it? Well, I won't be so short of that.
Henry, come in. Oh, God. I'm just thinking over all this stuff you brought back. Are you seriously telling me that this drivel has cost us 27,000 marks?
Drivel?
All those bastards gave you the same tired stuff they've been peddling for years. It's stale, unpleasant, old hat, and useless.
Photographs of Martin Bormann, old hat.
Martin Bormann died during the breakout from the Führerbunker on the 2nd of May, 1945.
Henry, that has never been proved.
Good, I don't want to argue with you. SS export is useless and deckboard conversations is even worse. You've recorded 500 hours of tapes and it all sounds like this.
I ate with the Fuhrer every night. He always had opinions about everything.
Yes, well. I've yet to separate the dross from the gold.
It's all dross, Gerd. I'm going to tell Manfred Fisher we've both decided after long reflection that neither book has panned out.
Oh, no.
Just listen, don't speak, please. On Monday morning, report back to Peter Koch. It's time you started earning your salary again.
This is outrageous. No, Henry, you do realize, do you, that I've had offers from Bunter and Quick to work for them?
Good. I take them both very seriously indeed.
I'm out of options. I need 60,000 just to pay next year's interest on the 300,000 renovation loan. Not to mention the new engine. I'm going to have to sell. Oh, God!
Swear you'll only sell it to someone sympathetic.
I swear. Carl Wolf's helping me to find a buyer.
Swear you'll sell the entire collection with the yacht. You won't break it up.
I swear.
On Gina's life.
I swear on Gina's life.
Now, just leave me alone.
Yes.
Good?
Yes.
You're pathetic. Oh, Papa. There are no more men in the world.
Yes, I think the photographs of the cattle fair have come out very well indeed. You certainly haven't lost your touch, Gerd.
You're too kind.
Next, I thought the drug problem in our high schools. How does that grab you?
Whatever you say.
That's right. Whatever I say. Caught you.
Gerd Heidemann, please.
Yeah. It's for you.
What? Oh, thank you. Hello?
Gerd, the Australian pulled out.
But we've already gone down from 1.2 to 750.
I think I can get 900 from an oil sheikh in Abu Dhabi.
I don't like the sound of Abu Dhabi. Sun's too hot.
Shall I move on the other possibility?
Idi Amin. Definitely.
Job offers?
Let's just say you and Henry shouldn't take me for granted.
Look, Gerd, while I'm pursuing the foreign money, are you willing to sell off some of the Goering smaller pieces?
Sure.
Good.
Gina, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
There's a wealthy collector down south near Stuttgart. His name is Fritz Stiefel. I've had dealings with him. Be worth your while driving down to see him. He has good taste. While you're with Stiefel, you might try to check on something. There's a rumor going around the network that he's got his hands on an important Hitler document. I've heard different stories. Fragments of poetry, chapter of a novel. Most often, I've heard that it's a diary.
A diary. A diary.
I'm a friend of Carl Wolf's.
Yes, I am. Beautiful. And they're monogrammed. What do you mean? Of course they're monogrammed. They're bound to be genuine. Look. Why, of course. Why don't you? Yeah, I'm sure we can afford it. Put him there. Get him down. You concentrate. Of course. Somebody abroad is quite genuine. What is that? Well, that's nice. Yes. Why would it be back?
This seems an odd transaction for a Stern reporter. You look more like some medieval pardoner selling holy relics.
Yes, well, in a way they are holy relics, aren't they?
Perhaps.
I understand from Carl Wolf you have quite a collection of relics yourself. The latest edition sounds particularly interesting. Diary, isn't it? You see, Mr. Stiefel, in the end I am a journalist, not a salesman.
Exquisite, aren't they?
Beautiful.
Made in Buchenwald. You particularly wanted to see this.
May I hold it? Ava's dogs are off their food. Where did you get this?
It was salvaged by local peasants from a plane crash after the war.
Who gave it to you?
A man in Stuttgart. He has relatives in the East German army.
Oh, what's his name?
I couldn't tell you that, not without his permission.
Are there more diaries?
I think so, in the East.
How many?
I understand there may be as many as 26. No, please, Mr. Heidemann. That's enough for tonight. You are outstaying your welcome.
How can I get hold of this man in
Mr.
Stuttgart?
Heidemann, please, it's enough.
Ava's dogs are off their food. Ava's dogs are off their food.
But he's a reporter. He's bound to call back. What can I tell him?
Please, tell him absolutely nothing more. My brother's career could be at stake. Maybe even his life.
Ava's dogs are off their food. Ava's dogs are off their food. Gina, I held it. Ava's dogs are off their food. I held it in my hands. I was meant to find it. Everything conspired, huh? The carrying to, the project's failing, being broke, being desperate. They were all tests, like Siegfried to someone. They were tests to see if I was ready, to receive them. And I was ready, Gina. I was ready. Ava's dogs are off their food.
Don't tell him, girl. Don't tell him. I beg you.
Henry!
Get away from me. Get away with that Nazi shit. Don't ever let this man hear another Nazi story again.
What was that about? You don't want to know. Yes, I do.
Hello, Gerd Heidemann. This is Thomas Volder from Historical Studies. Can we meet?
Well, the trouble with Kosh and Nanan is they're not interested in history anymore.
Well, I am. That's what my department is all about. So I'll commission you to search for the Hitler diaries.
You know what you're doing, do you? You heard what Nanan said to me.
I think most of Stern heard what Nanan said to you.
So, you're going expressly against the wishes of the publisher and the editor?
Yes.
You're a brave man, Mr. Velder.
Well, not so brave. No one will know what Gerd is working on unless he finds the diaries. Then we'll all be heroes.
Here's the heroes.
Hello, Stiefel here.
Mr. Stiefel, it's extremely important that I contact the man who supplied you with the diary.
No, absolutely not. I don't like Stern, I detest its politics, and I won't give you all a chance for some more anti-Hitler propaganda. Now, please, Mr. Heidemann, just leave me in peace.
Carl, the document is a diary.
God, a Hitler diary? Of course I'll keep my ears open.
Listen, Carl, it's urgent that we
find his source.
Oh, there's just one thing. I know Fritz has bought a lot of stuff from an antiques dealer in Stuttgart. Name of Fischer.
There is no Fischer antiques dealer. I'll ring our man in Stuttgart, ask him to make discreet inquiries about a Fischer dealing in Nazi memorabilia.
We're gonna make a good team, Thomas.
I think so. You're a romantic and I'm a skeptic.
You don't believe in the diaries?
Well, to tell you the truth, no. I just hope you'll do enough research to kill the story once and for all.
Gina, am I going to find these diaries?
Yes, you will. Because you believe they exist.
Thomas doesn't, you know. Not really. Do you believe in them?
I believe what you believe.
Shit!
What is it?
Operation Seraglio. Stiefel said there was a plane crash. It has to be it.
Operation Seraglio?
Yeah, 1945. Trunks of mysterious documents were shipped out of the bunker. Here it is. I thought about this the night I drove to Stiefel. It has to be right.
Thanks, Leo. You carry on with that. Let me know what the outcome is, yeah?
Leo? Okay. In 1945, certain mysterious documents were taken from the bunker, loaded onto planes. One of the planes crashed. Hitler went spare. Now, yesterday, I rang the Wehrmacht Information Bureau. You follow me so far?
Yeah.
Right. I asked them if they had any information on the pilot of the plane, Major Friedrich Gunnelfinger. That was his name. Now, I know it was a lot to ask. Asking about an airplane that had crashed 35 years ago.
They did.
They phoned back this morning. They told me that Major Friedrich Gunnelfinger died in a plane crash, April the 21st, 1945, close to a small village called Bernersdorf, near Dresden, East Germany. Arndt accompanied the trunk from the bunker to the airfield. Gunnelfinger flew the plane. My God, Thomas, the story's true.
It is true. Hitler's papers were loaded onto planes.
One of the planes crashed in East Germany.
The plane carrying the diaries. And the diaries were salvaged. The diaries exist.
We have to find Fischer.
He's the one link between the wrecked aircraft and Fritz Stiefel. We have to find him before anybody else does.
You're the tops. You're the Nuremberg Rally. You're the wealth of the great Saar Valley. Your smiling face says the Aryan race won't quit. You're a Schiller poem, a Nietzsche tome. You're a Messerschmitt.
An American wrote those words.
Oh, no. During the war, Goebbels ordered new lyrics to popular American songs. They did all the greats, Cole Porter, Rodgers and Hart, George Gershwin. They were furious. But at least it sent our boys into battle with a song in their heart.
We've been waiting for you. Go on.
The other day I found a fabulous old recording. The Luftwaffe men's chorus singing of Manhattan, the Bronx and Staten Island.
Hans, a very happy birthday.
Oh, Carl. Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, look. Look, everyone. Look.
Carl, I'd like you to meet Edith and Conrad Fisher.
Just call me Connie.
Hello. Good. I'm at Fritz Stiefel's birthday party for Hans Bauer.
Carl? What's happened?
A couple of minutes ago. He brought it in. A treat for Bauer. The diary.
I've seen it, Gerd.
Oh, is that all?
Oh, Bauer went crazy.
Well, so did I. He said it must have been part of the Seraglio operation, which surprised even Mr. Fisher.
Fisher?
Oh, that's why I'm calling you.
I've met him. I've met Conrad
Fisher.
That's fantastic. Carl's met Fisher.
I'll try and get him alone.
What, Carl, what?
I said I'll try and get him alone.
But what do I tell him?
Tell him Stern are interested in acquiring the other diaries.
Tell him that they would be prepared to offer a great deal of money.
How much?
Let's say the offer would be substantial.
Now here is Churchill's latest appeal to Roosevelt.
Frankie, the Germans are driving me nuts. From Normandy to Egypt, they took all my landing spots. They done a lot of bombing, my dogs are completely done in. Now I'm afraid it'll be too late, for heaven's sake, hurry up. Frankie, give me your answer too. I'm half crazy, waiting for news from you. Britannia won't have the carriage for the Anglo-American marriage if you don't send them a lease and lend a shopload of dollars too.
Carl, do you have a request?
I do, as a matter of fact. Do you know I've got a secret?
Carl? Yes, hold on. Yes, I can ring him. Get a paper, pencil. Please, write this down. Hold on, Carl. Right? Okay, go ahead. 711-21152. 60 Aspergerstrasse. Yes. Thank you, Carl. Believe me, if this works out, you'll share in the benefits. Good night, Carl. Fisher's home number.
Shall we phone Thomas?
No. Let's make sure this isn't a blind alley.
Watch your feet.
Fancy going out for a beer?
Oh, no. It's the last episode of Edward and Mrs. Simpson. I can't wait to see whether she becomes the Queen or not.
I'll see you later then. Hello, yes?
Gerd Heidemann here.
Oh, yes.
We want the diaries.
Uh-huh.
You know who I am?
I do, yes, yes.
Excuse me for asking, but who are you?
Exactly. You're a hard man to find.
Well, I run a small shop in Stuttgart. I deal in militaria mainly.
I'm from the East originally, but my brother's still there. He's a general.
And, well, he's in contact with some peasants at Bernersdorf.
One of Hitler's transport planes crashed there towards the end of the war.
He bartered with these peasants and he acquired, a hoard of material that was
Salvaged from the burning airplane.
Yes. Yes.
You see,
It's not just diaries. There's a lot more. Hitler oil paintings, a second volume of Mein Kampf.
The score of his opera.
What? Hitler wrote an opera?
Yes, he did. When he was very young with his friend, August Kubitschek.
It's based on the myth of Wieland the blacksmith and the Icelandic
Valkyries.
It sounds amazing.
Yes, it is.
Mr. Fisher, when can we meet?
Look, Gerd, may I call you Gerd?
Of course, yes.
Up to now, my brother has only been willing to deal with collectors. I'm not at all sure that he would ever allow this material to be sold to a publishing company.
You must understand, his actual life could be in danger.
I understand. No, I understand the danger, and I guarantee you absolute confidentiality. You will deal only with me. And, there is rather a large amount of
money involved.
Yeah, how much money exactly?
I've been authorized to offer you 2 million
marks.
Well, I'll get a message
to my brother and then I'll ring you back.
When?
Soon, very soon. I think it's better that we don't talk anymore just now. I've just seen my tram. I've got to go. Bye.
Ich muss dem Hause mitteilen, dass ich seit letzten Freitag 2 Audienzen beim König und außerdem ein Treffen mit dem Kabinett gab.
I thought you were going out.
Yeah, I just decided to do a bit of work in the cellar.
Enjoy yourself.
You know, I just had a very interesting phone call. A very nice man wants to give me a great deal of money.
Good.
So now you and Valda have to come up with 2 million marks.
Money's no problem.
No?
No, I feel like Wieland, the blacksmith, on a quest, guided by some higher power. I can feel it inside me. I've been touched with greatness, Gina. I have this new energy racing inside me, charging, exploding, unstoppable.
Ja?